Actor, director, and producer Colman Domingo. You know him from such shows as Euphoria and Fear of the Walking Dead, and movies like Selma and If Beale Street Could Talk. Now he'll be on stage in San Francisco for a special benefit Valentine's Night event, and he's here to tell us all about it. Colman, so great to have you with us.
It's so good to be here, Len. It's going to be good to be back in the Bay Area. I haven't been back in a very long time.
Well, we're going to be glad to have you back, and we're going to get into all the details about Valentine's Day. But first, I want to say congratulations for your Independent Spirit Award nomination for Zola. And there's even more, nabbing the role of Mr. in the upcoming Color Purple movie. Take us through the moment you got the news about the new role.
Oh, man, I wish I had a more eventful story like Oprah calling me and I burst into tears or something, but I don't have that. I had my manager call me and tell me that I got the offer. So that was exciting still. It's because I know it's such a legacy film, and to step into the footsteps of the great Danny Glover, who's also has deep roots in the Bay Area, is really outstanding. I'm looking forward to this cast and this journey, and I know that a journey like The Color Purple will change me in some way, so I'm looking forward to it.
And we can't wait to see it. And shout out to you and the rest of the Euphoria cast for such a compelling show. Not afraid to push the boundaries. I love your approach to the character Ali because he feels like someone we all know.
So, Rue, the $64,000 question is, what's in the suitcase?
School books.
Is that why you're in that getup? You became an honor student.
I'm not in the mood for a lecture.
Lecture? I'd like to think we have conversations.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Okay, what, did a hornet crawl up your ass or something? What's wrong with you?
And he's one of Rue's biggest cheerleaders, but it appears that relationship might be on the rocks with that recent suitcase scene. So please tell us, assure us, we will see more of Ali this season.
Yo, excuse me? Excuse me? When I sit across from you and tell you something about my life, you didn't get to use that shit against me. You cross that line again, we're done. You talk back right now, we're done. One more fucking disrespectful word out of your mouth and we're done. You hear me?
I think that you'll see a little bit more of Ali. I think that he understands that she is someone who's suffering from the disease of addiction. And so I think that he's holding some space for her to hopefully take stock, take responsibility, and come back in some way. So I think that he is that voice of reason on the series, and I think that's why he's so important and impactful, especially as these wild people are spinning out with all their versions of the disease of addiction, whether it's social media, whether it's body, being body conscious, you name it, being sexually active, you name it. So I think that Ali is always the grounding force, and you kind of need him in the show so the show can spin off its axis. You need that center point.
And spin it does. And Valentine's Day is right around the corner, of course, and your fans get to spend some time with you in person for Valentine's with Colman Domingo. This is actually something you envisioned. What is that vision, and what can people expect?
Well, I joined the board of directors of the Magic Theater. Sean San Jose, who's the artistic director, has been such a dear friend, comrade of mine for many, many years. So I want to do whatever I can to support the Magic Theater in its mission. And I came up with this idea. I always think the board members should do very unique things, especially as we're really thinking about how do we produce theater again. And I thought, well, why don't I come back up for a conversation with Sean? We can talk about being artists. We can unpack many things, whether it's about the theater or other career things that I've been doing. But it is sort of my love for the Bay Area that I'm coming back. So I thought Valentine's Day seemed apropos for us to come back together. I'm going to see a lot of old friends. I heard that Jonathan Moscone is going to be there, and Alexis Lezen. So many people, all my Bay Area friends who are in the arts, they're showing up and we're coming together. So I know it was an opportunity for someone who deeply loves the Bay Area to bring Bay Area artists together in support of an incredible institution like the Magic Theater.
Yeah, and with this conversation, you're going to take folks way back to the beginning of your career and bring it on up to the present, and of course, San Francisco, a big part of that journey. How would you sum up that connection you just talked about to the Bay Area?
I will sum it up as deep. And the Bay Area taught me so much about being an artist, not about being a celebrity or star or anything like that, but really having a commitment to the arts and a commitment to community. And so that's what I know I take with me everywhere I go and into every room. I feel that I am a Bay Area artist, just in New York, in LA, London, you name it. But I don't know, I learned so much, and I'm so grateful to my 10 years in the Bay Area and working at theaters like ACT and Berkeley Rep and Campo Santo. So I hope to always support and amplify Bay Area theater.
So many people here are so proud of your success, from the stage to the small and the big screens. And you'll get a chance to show clips from some of those works during the upcoming event. What roles or projects bring you the most joy or make you light up when you watch them back?
One in particular, I guess it started in the Bay Area, which was Passing Strange. I lost my mother in 2006, and right before I lost my mother, I auditioned for Passing Strange, which was a Berkeley Rep and public theater co-production. And I had to go back to the Bay Area to heal and to create this piece of art. And then it took on a life of its own, and it moved from the public theater, from Berkeley Rep to the public to Broadway, and it changed my life, and it changed my career, and it changed my commitment to the way I do things, and really helped me even more explode more into the writer that I am as well. And also I want to give a shout out that there's a production of Dot, one of my dearest plays, that's going to be performed at the new Conservatory Theater Center, where I got my start many, many years ago, 32 years ago. So that's a nice homecoming as well. There's a lot happening with me in the Bay Area. And so I think that's such a great thing, especially now.
And the work continues. Before you go, just run down some of the projects you're working on next. I know you have a big documentary coming up for HBO.
I do. I have a documentary about Frederick Douglass coming out, actually, and it's produced by Henry Louis Gates Jr. And it's really just examining Frederick Douglass and his work and his speeches and how it resonates today. We know that I'm doing the Color Purple film. I have a few other things going on. I don't even know what, because I'm always in the moment, but I have a production company and we're developing animation and television projects. It's called Edith Productions. And I'm just happy that I get the opportunity to continue to do the work that I care about.
And we're so happy to see your success. Colman, so great chatting with you this morning.
Thank you so much, Len. It's such a great time to be here with you. I appreciate you.
Yes, and we look forward to hearing more about that event. What better way to spend Valentine's evening, a special benefit for Magic Theater with Colman Domingo. It's happening Monday, February 14th at 8 p.m. at American Conservatory Theater, Strand Theater in San Francisco. For tickets and information, visit magictheater.org, or you can call 415-441-8822.